Everybody, we're back. Thanks for tuning in. We're live at the 66th Annual Arizona State University Band Day, and we have a very special guest with us who's just been a super passionate and wonderful guest to talk about the marching arts. We have Bob Taylor with us from marchingapparel.com. Thanks for being here.
Again.
So right before we went to go out down to the field, by the way, we just heard Roland High School from California do an incredible show, so thanks so much for coming over from California. Jason Alvo with all your kids making the trip across the desert. Coming up next soon, Corona del Sol High School. Back to what we were talking about before you left. So, you know, we're so used to seeing the T-shirts with the design in the middle, and you were talking about printing off the shirt, and then you were also talking about removing the dye from the shirt, so there's no ink on the shirt. It's actually it remains soft.
Yes, and that's one of the biggest things you find is when you get that. You ever feel wearing a shirt like that burning area on your back or front because there's so much ink on it? With discharge printing and also now water-based printing, we're able, like with the discharge, we take the dye out of the shirt, so the image that we're creating is actually then burned into the shirt. Technically, what it is like a bleaching process. And when we put it on, it goes through the oven. We double pass it through the oven, and there it is. And most people want it on a soft style shirt, and that's become the really big thing, as you know, is being able to feel like I'm comfortable when I'm wearing something and it's not scratchy.
Right.
The other big thing is you see with the younger generation is the polyester shirt return. And they love wearing it. It's a dry fit. It's moisture wicking, so it'll take take the sweat off of you, and you can actually wander around, and especially out in the desert, we know what it's like walking around with shirts that have patches of sweat everywhere.
Absolutely.
Obviously, with a dry fit, it's not there, and it's a really cool feeling. So there's a lot of unique things in apparel, and as you delve into it, it's really kind of fun, and when you can get people interested in it and knowing what they're doing, and it's not just placing an order, but learning about what the opportunities are out there for them, they get more energized. They're happier, they could sell more of it for the product because the product is more mainstream. Because if you're bringing out mainstream and what people are currently buying at the mall, wouldn't it be better to put the money in the band pocket or the core pocket than the mall pocket? Absolutely. And that's what I like doing with that. And it's a lot of fun educating the boosters and the band directors and the core directors or merchandising managers. As I mentioned earlier, I'm blessed to be assistant director of bands at Cerritos High School in California, and they were good enough to allow me to beta test a lot of things with them. And their band just goes nuts over this stuff constantly because they always like the new track jackets we're doing now that are real economical. That you don't have to spend $80 to have something with your band name on a jacket. You can do it affordably. Everybody's jumping on things, and I love to see that. And I thank Tim Trost, if you're out there, for the ability to beta test at a band.
Yeah,
it's kind of a cool thing.
Nice to have a lab.
He sure is, and being out there as well is a lot of fun. So,
well, that's cool for us to think about the fact that that you're thinking of it in that way. That you're thinking of apparel as a lab, and that you're trying to do some experimenting and aligning people up with things that they're going to really want to wear to boost their brand name and boost awareness about their program and give them a chance to support their program financially.
Well, the one big one was, as I mentioned in Pacific Crest when we started, but Academy has been really awesome about a lot of new things. And being that they're the hometown drum corps, and I'm happy to be a board member with them, they embrace it to try new things out. They're always looking for those new, unique things. And being local, we've actually kind of gone out shopping, looking around, seeing what's out there that they would like to try. And the cool thing is those introductions come the next season. But we can do them during the winter with the kids as they come to each camp. Do they like it? Don't they like it? Do the parents like it? What can we do? And it really transforms for the summer. And it also gives opportunities for other corps to get that as well. Because if we know new things are popping out, we want to share it with everybody.
Sure.
Because everybody's got their favorite corps, their favorite band. So we know that it's not intrusive if one or two or three or four or more have it. And it's fun to be able to share that. So it's really, the apparel industry, if you look at it the way I do, and I hope other people will, there's a lot of fun to be had, not just buying a shirt.
Right.
So,
absolutely. Absolutely.
Sure.
Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Oh, thank you for having me.
With us. This is so cool to learn about that. Coming up next on the field, we have a massive band. Now look at the size of this pit. It's the size of a small. It looks like the size of Rhode Island, actually. Corona del Sol High School coming up here. We're in the middle of Div 1 competition at Arizona State University Band Day. The directors David Duplessis and Scott Werner bringing us a program called the Seasons of Buenos Aires: Summer, Fall, Winter, and Spring. This is the music of Astor Piazzolla and Antonio Vivaldi, as arranged by
the Four Seasons collide.
Exactly.
This is awesome.
Michael Pody, Scott Werner, and Wardell King bringing us this show. The drum majors from Corona del Sol are Nick Richards, Matt Richards, and Harrison Redmond. So we're looking forward to all that. They have a huge staff here at Corona del Sol and a long, storied program starting in the mid-1980s under the direction of Bill Richardson, and really been a great program. Mark Richardson, his son was the director there for a few years as well, and David and Scott have been doing a great thing. One of the unique things about the Corona del Sol high school program there is Scott Warner's been on the faculty for a number of years, and he has a pan band, a steel pan class.
Oh, I've
in
seen him
school.
actually perform. They're amazing.
Really great. So he's always been doing some wonderful things, so I expect to see some wonderful and creative things happening from the drumline and particularly the auxiliary, the pit today. So let's get ready to go down to the field and join Corona del Sol with their show called The Season of Buenos Aires. Thanks for being here, Bob Taylor.
Thank you so much,
From
gentlemen. I really enjoyed it.
marchingapparel.com.
Thank you
Nice
so
to talk
much.
to you.
It's a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Check them out
Thank
on the
you.
website, marchingapparel.com. Thanks for being here, everybody.